Let's first start off with how the Asian markets are trading, and barring the Chinese markets, most of the other markets in the Asia Pacific are mirroring what the US did overnight. The Taiwanese index 0.8% higher, the Hang Seng 0.7% higher. The only underperformer in Asia right now is the Shanghai Composite, which is down around 0.4%. Gains also coming in from the Kospi, the Nikkei, both of them the benchmark indices of South Korea and Japan respectively trading with gains of over 1% each as we go into the final trading day of the week. Pull up the GIF Nifty and give you an idea of how our own markets are likely to start off. Still holding on to gains of 125 points is what the implied open is suggesting, and that means that if these gains sustain, we might well open above the mark of 26,000 this morning. But to set you up for today's trade, our research team is here to answer all your questions and of course to set you up for the trade, the stocks you need to watch and the FNO side of things as well. First up, Vivek is here with all the market cues that you need to watch out for. Vivek, good morning.
Well, good morning. Like you mentioned, it's been an action-packed week. It's been an extremely volatile week, and bulls will expect or hope to close this particular week on a winning note. Now, as you mentioned, when you're talking about the U.S. market, the kind of handover they're given, Dow as well as S&P 500 managed to close at record highs. On the other hand, Nasdaq actually underperformed. Gold and silver prices yesterday continued to notch fresh record highs. On the other hand, oil prices continued their fall, down over 1% yesterday. Brent now near the $61.3 a barrel mark. When you're talking about the Indian markets finally managed to snap a 3-day losing streak on the back of the fact that the FOMC rate cut spurred a bit of buying across equities worldwide. Also, when you're talking about the Nifty ended above the 25,900 level. Over 40 Nifty stocks ended in the green. All major indices closed in the green. Capital markets as well as metals were the sectors that actually led the market higher. But one particular concern that market will continue to keep an eye out for will be the weakness as far as the Indian rupee is concerned against the US dollars. Now, in terms of events to watch, remember, today the entire insurance pack will be in focus. The outcome of the insurance bill is something that we will keep an eye out on. Monthly CPI data too will be released. A large IPO, like you mentioned, ICICI Prudential AMC IPO opens today. And when you're talking about the kind of response to the existing IPOs at the end of day 2, Nefrocare saw 36% subscription. Park Medi saw close to 98% subscription. And GIF Nifty indicating a strong start for our markets today.
Thank you, Vivek, for all of those updates. So 3 IPOs will be vying for investor attention today simultaneously. Over to Ria for the stocks that should be on your radar today. Ria, morning.
Well, good morning. Let's start off with Yes Bank. First, sources have said that Yes Bank's nomination and remuneration committee has rejected the proposal to extend Rajan Pental's tenure as the executive director in charge of the retail business. Now, Rajan Pental is likely to exit Yes Bank when his current term ends in February of 2026. Moving on to Dr. Reddy's, this one will be in focus since Novo Nordisk has challenged the decision of the Delhi High Court allowing the company to manufacture and export semaglutide-based drugs to countries where Novo Nordisk currently does not hold a patent for semaglutide. Piramal Pharma to also be in focus since the US FDA has issued 4 observations at the company's US-based facility after an inspection between the 3rd to the 10th of December. Astra Micro will also be something to keep an eye out on. They have received an order worth roughly 171 crores from the Indian Meteorological Department. Sonoris Pharma will be in focus after launching Defripron tablets to be marketed by Dr. Reddy's in the US. Moving on, keep an eye on Indigo as well. The CEO, Peter Elbers, has been asked to appear before the DGCA tomorrow, and separately a writ petition has been filed against Indigo over flight cancellations. The court has adjourned Indigo's case for further proceedings, and the potential financial implications of the litigation cannot be quantified currently, is what the company has said. Keep an eye on Honasa Consumer as well. They have entered the men's personal category with an acquisition of BTM Ventures, and the brand that they will be operating under is called Reginald Men. They will be acquiring a 95% stake via a secondary purchase at an enterprise value of roughly 195 crores, and the remaining 5% is to be acquired after 12 months based on a pre-agreed valuation criteria. Keep an eye on Vedanta as well. They have been declared as the successful bidder for Genjana Nickel, Chromium and PGE block. And lastly, First Source Solutions will also be in focus. An arm of the company has completed 100% acquisition of UK-based past due credit solutions for $22 million.
Ria, thank you for that update. Lastly, Sudarshan joins in with cues from the FNO space. Sudarshan, good morning. GIF Nifty indicating a gap up, but is the FNO data indicating that this would sustain?
So, good morning, Harma. So, data has turned positive in the last one session, and thanks to the Fed rate cut and the certain kinds of positive commentary that we have got related to trade talks development, and that has helped market move higher. So, what has done that? It has forced heavily put writing, and at the same time all the call writers had to cover their positions, and that was done very aggressively, and because of that put call ratio has improved and it has increased to 0.94 from the previous level of 0.75. I'll just give you 2 to 3 options on the call side what exactly has happened. 25,800 option. OI, that is open interest, has come down by 24 lakh. Premium has increased by 43%. 26,000. Open interest was down by 22 lakhs. Premium increased by 29%. Where did they add the position? 26,100. So now it's telling you that resistance is moved higher to 26,100. For the put options, 25,700. OI, that is open interest, has increased by 50 lakh shares. Premium was down 67%. 25,900 put option, OI was up 30 lakh shares and premium was down 53%. So now support for Nifty is around 25,700, that is 50 DMA, that is day moving average. Resistance will be 26,100 for Nifty Bank. Support would be 58,850, resistance 59,400. GIFT Nifty, as you have shown, it's indicating you that we might see a start with a gain of almost 125 points, much above 26,000. Some of the stocks that might be in the focus, 2 stocks remain in the bank, Samant Capital and Bandhan Bank. And lastly, 2 stocks that I'll talk about that have been seeing fresh long, Samvardhana Motherson and Adani Green.
Sudarshan, thank you for that update there. Keep an eye out on all of those options mentioned by Sudarshan and the stocks as well. Now,